Hey everyone, welcome back to Freeze Frame, where we stop and take a moment to look at all of the latest news that has come out of the week. Actually, it's been like 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks maybe.
A little break.
Took a little break, but everything having to do with movies, TV, streaming, we are interested. We are going to track it and we're going to talk about it. What I love about this is that we're in our 22nd episode. Shout out 22. We love it.
Feeling 22.
And I'm joined by the best, the last Airbender himself, Ryder Maldonado.
Oh my gosh. Hey, how you been? We took a little break, but I'm glad to be here hosting this with you again. Back at it.
Yeah. Dude, when I was looking for news, I was just like, man, what's cool about taking a little break is you gather a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's just like everything is still exciting. You know, because everything is just like new, it's coming. You know, and then there's just rumors and new theories, and you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You know, you might hear something because you're at work one day because someone's just spilling something that they know. And you're just like, ooh, that's
juicy, yeah.
Yeah. Yo, we're covering Loki.
Oh, yes, our reaction series, yeah.
Yeah.
You went through the housekeeping? I'm waiting for you. I can go through it. If you want.
I thought you were gonna go through it. Yeah.
Oh,
no worries.
okay.
I was just mixing it up. I introduced you, so I was like, let him join
sorry,
the conversation. Right. Let's see what he's got.
Thank you. Yeah,
give him a chance. You know. Give him a chance.
Thanks. So, yeah, we're covering Loki. We're doing a reaction series on that. That's been a lot of fun. Next episode's coming hopefully this Wednesday morning, so stay tuned to that. We also want to let you guys know on audio platforms, on all our audio platforms, if you guys want to give us a review, that would help us out. Let us know what you think about the show. We really appreciate it. And also, we want to mention we have Discord. You guys can hop in and connect with us more on a personal level and kind of get more up to date on everything that we're posting across our social media. And speaking of social media, if you guys want quick updates, we got TikTok and we're going to be posting more updates when it comes to movies, TV, gaming, all kinds of stuff. Fast updates, 30 seconds out of your day, so check that out. But that's it. You can get into the news if you want.
30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, 30 seconds
sometimes
to a minute.
Not even 30 seconds. Sometimes
you're right, yeah.
Ryder sometimes just makes up 7 seconds that is just in a loop, and I'm just like, good job, buddy. Let's move on to the news. Like he said, Halo. We all love Halo. We've all seen it. We've all played as him. If you've never played Halo, if you don't know who Halo is, you're probably 4 years old and your dad hasn't told you about it yet.
Oh my God.
It's coming and it's close. Apparently the original show creators have exited the project. Doesn't sound good, but apparently Stephen Kane is going to remain through the post-production, so we might have some resemblance of the game, but we also might have like a completely different angle, or way of telling the story. You know, they already said that a season 2 has already been picked up, so that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like, oh, hey, the game's kind of crashing and burning, but
give it another one. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of funny.
That's cool.
But we'll see what happens with that one.
I mean, they must have spent a lot of money just to get the Halo IP that they're just like, we gotta milk it.
We gotta
like season one might just
who knows,
and then season 2 might damn, that's good.
Yeah,
he took off the helmet. You know.
yeah. Well, speaking of big franchise, we got Transformers news. Now this is a spin-off that I believe is separate from the one with the actor from In the Heights. This is a whole other one that they're doing. And it's going to be featuring Maximals, Predacons, Terrorcons. Now, this is deep-rooted, deep-cut cartoon stuff that I wasn't familiar with. I don't know if you are.
They're going to the roots.
Yeah,
they're going into the roots. Like, what is Transformers? What do they mean? How do they start?
This is going to be called Transformers Rise of the Beasts. It's scheduled for June 24th, 2022. We got a little bit of info, just a couple blueprints here, PowerPoints. Peter Cullen is, of course, the classic voice of Optimus. He's coming back. It's still considered a full reboot, so something brand new, kind of like the Bumblebee type vibes.
Good.
Yep. And it's set in 1994 Brooklyn, and there's going to be a lot of G1 influence, like we said, like deep-rooted stuff. And then they said that Terrorcons are the leading villains, so you're going to have different types of Transformers.
Okay. That's cool.
I'm down for Transformers. I like what they did with Bumblebee. I think we both kind of enjoyed it. I think we did, right? And it's like, that's great. I want more.
Haley Steinfeld was really, really good in that. She honestly made the story so much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
That I gave Transformers a second chance because I think what was the one that we watched in theaters? It was like
Fallen
Dark
Knights
Moon. The Knights one.
Fallen Knights. One of the Nights. One of the Night one with
and
Mark.
it's just like this girl's just crying throughout the whole movie, and you're just like, is that your superpower? You just cry and then things happen.
I remember we talked about that. That's
I got something that's very long here. The Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix show character, I guess, like summaries of each character came out. They're a little long. If you want to click on the link, we can each do 2.
Okay.
Because they're a little long. I'm gonna do Aang. You can do Katara.
Okay.
And then you can do Sokka, and I'll do Zuko.
Okay.
We'll mix it up.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. It says, Aang is a typical 12-year-old boy, a bit goofy, a bit nerdy, restless in school, always eager to join his friends for fun and games. He's nimble, energetic, and quick in the schoolyard. Adopted at birth, he struggled with questions of how he fits in, but his slaving parents have worked hard to make him feel accepted. And so he's grown up to become generous, kind-hearted, and cheerful. He's also been gifted with an incredible mystical power he doesn't really understand, but it could be the key to saving the world from a global conflict. It's a responsibility he's reluctant to accept because it'll take him away from his family, friends, and everything he knows. All he wants is to just be a regular kid.
Wow. Okay. So this is a
sounds
reboot?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds good. This is like a reboot?
This is the live action Netflix.
Oh,
this is
okay.
This is kind of like the character description for their live action adaptation.
Okay.
They are doing exactly what was animated.
Okay,
like
just
exact
live
story, just live.
That's cool.
But they're kind of spinning it in their way.
Right, so here's Katara. Katara is a smart, athletic, determined, and hopeful. She's had to keep her family together ever since her mother was killed in a mysterious, supernatural event several years ago, a trauma that haunts Katara every day. Recently, she's started to develop strange new powers that both intrigue and scare her. She's looking for someone to help her understand these changes, but she's also started to find hope in the thought of her new skills that could lead to a brighter future for her and her family. That's awesome. That sounds great. Just what I remember.
Yeah.
You want to do Sokka? Or do you want me to do Sokka? I'll do Sokka. Yeah. Katara's gangly and stronger older brother Sokka is a teen who's been forced to grow up too fast. Since his mother's death, he's had to become the leader of the family, which has led him to butt heads with his sister, who resents his overprotective nature. He's concerned about her new powers, worried they might put her in harm's way. Despite everything, he and Katara have a natural rapport, and they trust each other. He has sharp, sardonic wit, which he often uses as a defense mechanism during uncomfortable situations, but it also makes him entertaining and likable. That's fun.
These are pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we got our villain of season 1, who is actually just the son of the real villain. If you've ever watched Avatar. In excellent shape, focused, and driven, Zuko has been driven to be an overachiever by his overbearing father, a career military man. Failure is never an option, but it doesn't matter who you hurt to get to the top. Zuko has struggled to reconcile that philosophy with his kind-hearted nature, and that conflict has made him intense and guarded, which is why he comes off as brusque and arrogant. When he discovers he's developed mysterious powers and is competing with Aang for a key role in their project, Zuko's father tells him to stop at nothing to win, and if he doesn't, he shouldn't bother coming home.
Wow. That's crazy. I'm intrigued.
So they just developed the powers now. So it's just like you might just be walking to the ice cream shop one day, or maybe you're at a Walmart buying a basketball for your kid, and suddenly you can just, burst fire out of your hands, or you can just make water appear. Like that's just crazy.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Someone parks in your parking spot, and you can just earth bend them out, like boom, launch their car in the sky.
Oh, something crazy happened like that. Okay, I like this twist. I'm open for it. I'm ready. Okay, we have here a quick one. Sebastian Stan is open for returning for Black Panther 2 and the Wakandan series about the Dora Milaje.
I want this.
Yeah,
this
me
is
too.
What I want.
After the Falcon Winter Soldier cameo of the Dora Milaje, one of the members, I think it's the vibes. The vibes fit well. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the cool thing because we saw in the new Shang-Chi trailer. I don't know if you've seen it. A little bit of spoilers. There's some like Hulk. Dude. I won't say exactly, but there's some Hulk connections there. So I think based on how the Captain America movie was announced, people are saying, "Wow, watch, we might get a Hulk movie after She-Hulk if it's successful." Or now we're getting the Wakanda series,
I think on our last episode, right?
They're pushing. They might be pushing some random more spinoffs that we don't know about. These are the projects.
Right.
For it.
I want to get my friend Christine on the new Wakanda series. She was just like, I have 4 years of Ryan Coogler working at Disney at 4 or 5 years, now that he's already been in it. But I was like, it's totally plausible to just go somewhere where he's at and then talk to him, and then he just sees you and he's just like, "Yep, you could totally be in the next Marvel project I cast."
That's true.
Things happen in this world that you would not expect in the craziest ways.
Yeah, I know. I feel you
in the craziest ways. Just like Disney Plus shifting from Fridays to Wednesdays. They said, "Fuck Fridays. We don't need them. I don't want to premiere anything on a Friday anymore." Loki apparently was the biggest hit on a Wednesday ever.
Yeah.
On Disney Plus. I'm like, what? I mean, the show's good, but is it your favorite Marvel show that's ever come out, or Marvel property? Like, if someone literally had a roulette wheel and all the Marvel properties were on there, and it landed on Loki, and they said, "You can spin again. You got to watch it forever. It never stops."
This is such a random.
You could spin again. Would you spin again, or would you watch Loki forever?
That's a tough question. Comment down below.
I'm asking you.
Oh, you're asking.
Okay. You said comment down below.
Okay, I personally am, because I like the lore of Easter eggs and multiverse stuff. Like, I'd dabble in it. Give me more, sure. If I had
forever though.
That scenario.
You're just sitting in a chair.
If it's new episodes, it's
but then it ends.
The same thing.
And then it's like the show ends, and then you just
gotta keep watching it.
That's what I'm saying.
No, then
would you spin again? You'd spin again.
I'd spin again. Yeah.
What would you want to watch?
Endgame. I can watch that one just forever. I can just watch that one over. Dude, that's funny. I like that.
That's cool.
Okay. Are we through with that one? Are we ready to move on? I don't know.
Absolutely. Okay. I mean, this next one's kind of similar. It's Scarlet Witch. Kevin Feige was just kind of tossing out statements. You know how he does his thing. Yeah. He said, apparently Elizabeth Olsen isn't done playing Scarlet Witch after Multiverse of Madness. He said, no. She's going to be doing other stuff. She's going to be in other worlds, exploring other universes in the background, doing her thing. And then she's going to pop up in a movie.
I don't know.
Save the day. Or maybe she's just going to be like helping a villain because she's turned. Who knows?
True. A lot of
Feige's got a lot of ideas, I believe. He's got a lot of ideas.
Speaking of ideas, J.J. Abrams, this is huge. J.J. Abrams has always been with Warner Brothers, I feel like. Has he? No, I'm thinking of Zack. I don't know why I feel like I literally confused him with Zack Snyder. I don't know why. Madame Xanadu, which is, I think, a DC character, a Justice League Dark character, is coming in an HBO Max series. Now, this is in the works from J.J. Abrams and Angela Robinson. This is for Justice League Dark. So, a series dedicated to the character, Madame Xanadu. In the comics title, she's an immortal sorceress who dates back to the time of King Arthur. So this show is in development with HBO Max, Bad Robot, Warner Brothers TV. So it's planning, it's happening. More series, more stuff. I don't know the scale though. Like the budget and everything. Who knows?
Right. I feel like they're just trying to revive something that it's dead at this point. Like people moving on from the Snyderverse.
Just picking at it.
But even Snyder even came out recently and was like, yeah, but maybe I'll have Harley Quinn in Justice League 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This guy.
What? It's random,
so, so it's just like when you're creative, I don't think you ever truly leave a property behind. You're always working on it. And so it's like someone might literally run up to you and just yell at you an idea, and you're just like, take it in, and then a couple hours later you start thinking about it and you're like,
yep, I'll do it.
that was actually pretty good. Yeah. Like maybe I could work off of that,
Yeah.
It's fun. Speaking of people getting work, Scarlett Johansson doesn't stop. Apparently, Disney said, "Hey, we loved your little footage that we got of you for Avengers Campus. Apparently she's there somewhere.
Yeah.
You gotta go find her." They want her back for Tower of Terror, a little movie, I guess, for Guardians. I guess. Maybe she's just like.
I think an actual movie. No, an actual like movie in the theaters. Yeah.
Oh, she's just gonna. No, it says, look. Oh, it's not even gonna be MCU related. It's just gonna be Disney. Oh, wow, this is cool. Okay, this is kind of cool. So Disney basically called her up and was like, "Hey, Tower of Terror movie. You're gonna star it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna produce it. That's cool. I'm down with that. Okay, these are the types of moves that I'm just like, give her a chance.
This is a script comes from the writer of Inside Out. I don't know. Did you see Inside Out? I feel like a lot of people like the story.
Inside Out was perfection.
Yeah, okay. So, hey, that writer is handling this one, so that's cool.
I think everybody cried when the elephant is left behind,
Oh, yeah. take care of her, or I don't remember what he said, but yeah, take care of her for me. Something about, it was a nice line.
Yeah.
It was like, bye. Anyways, okay, back to Kevin Feige. More Kevin Feige. He's teasing more. He just recently posted, they were talking about this. He's teasing more MCU prequels. He was interviewed, they asked him, and he was saying that no more prequels about characters are never off the table. I think at this point you can ask Feige, hey, this or this, and he'll always say yes. Of course, like he's not going to deny anything because everything is on the table for Marvel. So
I wish people would go up to Kevin Feige and go, "Hey, Kevin, when is Square Enix gonna let us know about Spider-Man joining Avengers?"
Yes, dude.
You seem to know everything, and they haven't said anything.
That's
except at the beginning when they were like, "Buy our game and you can have Spider-Man."
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It's not coming.
Guys, the Batman.
Ooh,
is apparently going to be darker than Zack Snyder's Batman versus Superman and the Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight. I'm like, I see it because I saw the trailer and I was like, I see you trying a new method of telling this story, and I'm honestly, that's what got me excited about it from the beginning. I think most people really were drawn to it. That first trailer when it dropped, you reacted to it, and I was just like rewatched it so many times because I was like, this thing is amazing. There's gonna be some reshoots that are happening. Robert Pattinson and Colin Farrell, they're gonna the Penguin, and instead of the Batman, they said Bruce Wayne. So this seems to be an interesting scene that's gonna be going down here between Bruce and the Penguin. They said it's gonna be significant. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
We'll see how that plays out when the movie comes out, because that sounds exciting. I'm like, you guys thought of a new route to take the story, and then you guys were like, let's maybe shoot it.
Yeah, I was looking on from this other podcast reporting some news, and they were talking about that apparently Matt Reeves is making this super dark, and Warner Brothers, known for this, they're doing the same thing that they did to Zack Snyder and telling him, hey, don't do this, don't do that. And Matt Reeves said, you want me to do something? I walk. I'm out. Like, if you're telling me to switch it up and change, I'm done. So he's like, so they're making it dark, like you said, like it's happening, but I feel like Warner Brothers is stepping in, and but he's trying to do his own thing with it. So
I didn't hear that, but wow, I'm hearing it now, and I'm just like, I'm not surprised.
Let's hope his full vision happens with this.
Release the Reeves cut, release the Reeves cut.
Oh my gosh, it's happening everywhere. Oh man. Okay, we got here. Lou Ferrigno, who is the classic Hulk. He played the Hulk as the bodybuilder himself. He took a subtle knock at the MCU. Okay, here's his quote right here. Can't think of another superhero that isn't in costume or CGI. He wrote on Twitter, worked dang hard on my diet and exercise for the Hulk. Wasn't going to let anyone down. The Hulk was my hero as a kid as well. Okay, so he's throwing some shade now because it's all CGI. And then he worked really hard for it. And I get it. And there are some things that should still be practical and some things that should be CGI. And with the Hulk, I don't know. I feel like that should be CGI, but I know Lou was iconic and he did, but I feel like he's supposed to be a giant monster. I don't know how you do it practical, but I don't know. That's my take. But I do agree. Things need to be practical a lot.
Dude, now that he's kind of slimmed down, honestly, I was like, when I first met him, I met him once, and he was just kind of at this con, this Comic Con in San Antonio. I think it was called Wizard Con, and I was just like, this kind of sounds cool. Like, let me go check it out. And I literally just walked up to him, and they had autographs. He had just arrived, and I had like little posters that I had gotten. And so I was just telling people like, oh yeah, you can go donate blood, like if you want to go do that. And so I was just handing those out. So he was like, oh, that's cool. And then I shook his hand. Bro, his freaking skin is so loose, it rubbed onto my freaking hand. Like his skin just rubbed onto my, like when he shook my hand.
Probably because he was so big, and then he's like,
dude, it literally took, it was like slime that it just took my hand.
Oh God, you became Venom. He was the Venom on you.
Right. Yo, basically that's kind of like the vibe, but it felt really warm. Like he felt really
nice,
safe. Like he didn't seem like a bad person.
That's great. That's nice.
So it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember you met Stan Lee at a Comic Con, and I was just like, wow, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Next up, guys, Dwayne Johnson is saying that Black Adam could be the DCEU's best movie yet. Now, is this just regular Rock hype? That's all I'm saying. Is this just the hype? that The Rock is always gonna bring, because he's always bringing it to the table? Or is this really like, I understand Shazam was a good story. Like, Shazam actually was good. It took the time to actually, capture some interest, create an interesting ending plot for the next film. But are they all facing against Black Adam?
I know, right?
Facing another threat first, and then at the very end of this movie, they tease Shazam and the gang. They don't want to.
Oh yeah,
waste them. And you rush at it. It's interesting. It's all very interesting.
I think we both agree on Justice League being such a great one. And for me, if the Flash isn't in it doing time travel, it's not going to be the best, but it's going to be close. No.
So you think Black Adam should involve like a little Flash?
I think Black Adam, I mean, that's just me, because I want to see all these DC characters. The solo films are great, but it's like, God, they seem to be doing well when they're working off each other.
Right.
At least how DC does it. Because we got Flash right here, set photos of Michael Keaton coming out, Bruce Wayne. We have the classic Bruce Wayne, man.
Exactly.
We saw Supergirl now. First real leaked photos of Supergirl. Her name is...
And it came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
literally, it was just like you woke up and it was just like boom. She's in her Justice-looking costume.
She looks amazing.
I was like, whoa, this is awesome. Sasha Cal. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. I remember when we reported this and we were like, she just got casted. They just announced. And look at how fast time flies. She's already in costume on the set and they're going at it.
They're already shooting it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And apparently it was Barry Allen, his love interest. Yeah. What's her name?
Nora? No, wait. Nora Allen. Nora? Yeah. Right.
I don't think so.
No, that's not it. Nora is someone else.
But
yeah, I get you. I know who you're talking about. I don't.
Then it was like Michael Keaton and then Supergirl. So it's just like they're all there. They're all kind of like creating something.
Iris. There we go. Iris West. I don't know why I forgot.
Iris West. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
they were all there, and honestly, it was one of the coolest things I've seen in like a few weeks, because The Flash is also one of those movies I'm super excited about.
Me too.
The Flash. Right now, it's The Flash, Spider-Man 3, The Batman, Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
Right?
I said
that's pretty much like...
Yeah.
That's how it's going to go.
Okay.
So everything else to me is just like, yeah, that was okay. But those movies I'm really looking forward to. And that's just because I like comics. That's just because I like DC, I like Marvel. But for other people, they could be looking forward to like, John Wick 4, or something completely different. Which, they have the guy from Mortal Kombat, actor Hiroyuki Sanada, the guy who played Scorpion, literally is joining John Wick 4. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So you got Ip Man, and then you got Scorpion, and I'm going, these two guys are major fucking guys in the Mortal Kombat, and in general,
in life,
just combat,
major
combat
people.
in general. Like they are at the Jackie Chan level, I would say, where you're just like, these people are amazing. That's gonna be a good ass fucking movie. Like,
John Wick 4 is gonna be nuts. They're going
like,
real Asian influences a lot. I feel like, and that's the direction we needed. Yes, give me that.
Absolutely.
We got this next one here, and you can take it because I'm interested to hear about if you have any more info on this. You can take this one. This one sounds. You want me to say it?
Down here?
The fans? Yeah, this is intriguing. We skipped over that.
So DC fans slam Warner Brothers for replacing Ben Affleck's Batman and Henry Cavill's Superman in the Warner Brothers studio tour lot photos. So they put up some photos in the back walls that kind of showcase the characters, the properties that they own.
Did they put like old Batman and stuff?
Yeah, they put like Michael Keaton's Batman.
Oh, okay.
And then they put the original Superman, and they were just gone.
Okay.
Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck were gone.
All right.
But they did have like other Zack Snyder characters, like Wonder Woman, The Flash. So it was just like,
I bet it seems like anything but Zack, because I guess they associate Wonder Woman with Patty Jenkins, so they're like, nothing Zack. I don't know why.
And what is who's doing The Flash? Is that
his name is Andy Muschietti. He did It 1 and 2.
Okay, so It guy is doing The Flash.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's rock and roll to it. I'm more interested in there's a theory out there that's saying that the TVA, I don't know if you're watching Loki, we were talking about it earlier, but if you're watching Loki, you know who the TVA is, the Time Variant Agency. They're going after Deadpool apparently in the MCU. That's a theory. That's a rumor. No, it's not true. It's not. Nothing is proven. But someone said it, and I was just like, That would be cool. I'd love to have some form of involvement with things that we haven't seen yet, and then some callbacks to things that like maybe they traveled to like a Fox movie, you know, and it's just like suddenly they're in X-Men Apocalypse and it's just about to get crushed, you know, and oh no, or something like that. Or they're just watching as the X-Men are in the future and X-Men Days of Future Past, and they're just like watching it all unfold. Shit like that is exciting. You know, people love that stuff. I'm gonna skip over these next 3 because they're not that interesting. How I Met Your Father. Chris Lowell is set to be the male lead in Hulu's How I Met Your Mother offshoot. He was previously in Veronica Mars and Glow. I have never seen
I have to look this guy up.
But I'm excited. I think sometimes casting somebody out of left field where you haven't even heard of them or haven't seen them in anything is great.
Oh yeah, I know this guy. This is Hilary Duff, right? Hilary Duff.
This is Hilary Duff's gonna be in it. I think
this guy is awesome. Okay. Yeah, I love this guy. He's great.
This is making up for Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Well, we have another TV star, Jerry Seinfeld, starring in, directing, and producing. This is a wild one. Unfrosted. Now, this is a comedy film. I didn't even think this was real. I had to like source. I was like, this is real. About the creation of the Pop-Tart. The actual Pop-Tart. I know.
You're lying.
Super random. Yeah. And it's a comedy film coming to Netflix. It's inspired by a joke that Jerry Seinfeld told on a stand-up stage about the world-shaking invention of Pop-Tarts. Yeah, real crazy. Netflix has committed to a green light and a production start next spring.
What?
How wild is that?
Oh, my
happening. God. I know, this is gonna blow up. This is like one of those things that you put on TikTok and people are like, nah. And you're like, no, look it up. It's happening.
Unfrosted.
Unfrosted, it's happening.
Guys, this week and then like 2 years from now, you're like, guys, this week we're recommending Unfrosted by Jerry Seinfeld.
Go check it out. We talked about it. Yeah, that's gonna be one of the recommendations.
You guys like Pop-Tarts? We're being sponsored by Pop-Tart by that point.
Oh yeah, Pop-Tarts.
Remember when Pop-Tarts made a movie, guys? Or they had the idea? Well, the movie's out now. Anyways, there's gonna be free Pop-Tarts at the theater. If you got AMC shares, if you're a shareholder, you're gonna get some free Pop-Tarts. Let's do it. Let's make some noise. Apparently, Harrison Ford got injured on set of Indiana Jones 5. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, it halted.
He's 78 years old, man. This guy's still doing fight scenes. I'm going.
That's nuts, man.
You are devoted. You are devoted. And I love that. I love to see that.
Let me do my stunts.
Yeah.
And he does a punch across the screen.
Apparently, though, I was also reading an article that said that the filming of Indiana Jones 5 in London is just causing so much havoc because it's just like they're closing so many streets where there's causing so much traffic and they're doing major car chases and motorcycle stunts. And it's just like, okay, this is a lot. And the people who live there are just like, we're over it. Now he's hurt, and so they have to delay production.
Now they're like, well, all that for nothing. Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of big movies, I'm gonna go this one here. This is a big one, right? And I'm so excited for this movie, Babylon, from Damien Chazelle.
Yeah, what is this about?
So this is about an old film. It's written by Chazelle. It's set in the late 1920s. During the movie industry's transition from silent films to talkies, Babylon explores the rise and fall of multiple characters. Around town, the project has been described as The Great Gatsby on steroids. From Damien, give it to me. Put it on a platter and let me scoop it up, all right? We got Tobey Maguire's joining Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Olivia Wilde, Spike Jonze, Phoebe Token. They're all starring in this movie.
Everybody wants to be in this project right now. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Damien Chazelle, he's a legend. He is a legend. I peed next to him at the Critics' Choice Awards. He's a great guy. I just talked to him.
Yeah.
I was just, you can just chat with these people. Yeah. Talk to them about their movies. Oh, what are you here for? La La Land. Have you seen it?
Oh, my God.
I got through the first 33 minutes of it, and then I said, this isn't for me.
Okay.
But
so you've never seen the rest of the film? You've never seen the rest to this day? Wow. Okay. Well, we'll have to do that.
That was like I wouldn't say like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, man. I tried it out, and I really was. I remember I was watching it while I was in the middle of a lot of stuff, though. And it was one of those things where I was just kind of like in the motion, like checking it out. I feel like if I really took the time to go back and sit down and I really tried to appreciate it, I'm sure I'd find it where I like it.
Yeah.
But just the way it all happened, I never went back. I just never went back.
Okay.
I was just like, okay. And then so many people just enjoyed it and that they would always talk about it that I was just like, I'd rather not join the conversation because you guys are annoying.
Yeah.
But that's just my personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm just like, y'all nerd out. I'm nerding out about other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but y'all are having fun, and I'm cool with that. Let's see what is next. What is next? Patty
Pick your
Jenkins, Star Wars, Rogue Squadron film lands. Love and Monsters co-writer Matthew Robinson is scribe. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's just going to be helping her write. That's cool. He
Yeah.
has fashioned himself to be an in-demand writer in the adventure space, having worked on 2020's Dylan O'Brien starring post-apocalyptic creature feature Love and Monsters and the Edge of Tomorrow sequel, Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat, which is in development at Warner Brothers. That's cool. Okay, so this guy's kind of working on some cool sci-fi stuff. That's got to be fun to get him involved in some little Rogue Squadron, a little change up on Star Wars.
Yeah.
Patty Jenkins, though, what are your thoughts on her in general, and what are your thoughts on her coming into Star Wars?
You with your two cup. Dang, this is enticing. I personally, I think Patty has a lot of potential for this. I just want to see a trailer. You know, I don't know. I feel like based on her work with the Wonder Woman films, they've kind of fallen flat for a lot of people, and they're all right for me. You know, like I don't have any critiques, but I wouldn't say it's something that I rave about. So if that same performance comes, you know, with this Star Wars, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed. But I feel like, you know, based on her excitement for it and the crew that they got surrounding this one, seems a lot more, you know, better. There's a better foundation for making this show. So you know, I'm like, okay, I have a lot of hope. I know she'll bring it. She'll bring it for this.
Cool. I'm with it. I love the fact that you're like, I need to see a trailer.
Yeah, I always that's my thing, man.
That's a very
Always
James thing to say. I need to see a trailer. I love that.
Yeah, until I see a trailer, I don't get the vibe. But anyways, you have this James Gunn one here. Is it okay? I mean, I'll probably go to another one. What is this one here? I think you added this.
You gotta jump in.
James
James Gunn.
Okay,
He apparently nixed this Christmassy Drax in the holiday special because
What does
Dave
that mean?
Bautista, you know, Dave, remember how we reported that Dave Bautista was like, they kind of wasted the opportunity of doing a hardened, kind of more like deadly, what's this called? Drax.
Yeah.
He was kind of disappointed about that. So when they did the holiday special, they kind of wanted to dress him up. Maybe they wanted to put like a Christmas sweater on him and make him look really Christmassy.
Oh my
Very
God.
heartwarming. And he was just like, I don't want to do that. I think that's like really going against the whole character. And like,
yeah.
I just don't want to do that. And then so James Gunn was like, all right, well, then we'll cut it. We'll do it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I had no idea. I was like, couldn't even understand. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Well, looking forward to seeing where that comes. Okay, we got a big one here. This is a big one. I know we can get into this. Drake Bell, the classic half to the Drake and Josh show, pleads guilty to child endangerment. Sorry. So there was a video, I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter or social media, but there was a video of him pleading guilty. It was this video on Zoom in his court case, you know, talking about it. But here we go. We got Drake Bell, who starred as Drake on the hit Nickelodeon series Drake and Josh, pleaded guilty on past Wednesday to a felony charge of attempting to endanger children as a misdemeanor charge of disseminating matter harmful to juveniles. Sorry, butchered that. Drake Bell, who appeared virtually via Zoom at the pretrial hearing in, what is this, Cuyahoga?
Cuyahoga.
Okay, Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court could face up to 18 months in prison. Oh my God, 18 months in prison? That's insane. Okay, the actor and singer faces 3 years of post-release control. Following the possible prison term, sentencing was set for July 12th. That's insane. Okay.
So he's got a felony charge and a misdemeanor.
Ugh.
So he's got 2 charges against him.
That's rough. That's
$5,000 fine for the first one, $1,000 for the misdemeanor, 6 months for the misdemeanor. He could get a year for the prison for the other one for the felony. But that's crazy because at first it says that when they first brought him in, he was saying he wasn't guilty, and then now he's like, I'm guilty. So
okay, that's wild. Well, that unfortunate, but I feel like you hear about this a lot. Unfortunately. You know,
yeah, apparently when he was 31 years old, he was texting on Instagram a 15-year-old when he was going to perform at a club in Cleveland where she lived. And sometimes the text would become sexual in nature. That's how these people go out, man. These people are fucking creeps.
Yeah, that's
fucking
wild.
Creeps, man.
Okay.
Drake Bell. Have you seen
Rough.
Josh? Did you see Josh in that what's that dog?
Turner and Hooch?
Turner and Hooch.
Turner
yeah,
and Hooch. Is that already out?
See that promo? There was a promo out. Yeah.
Yeah, the recreation of him with like the Tom Hanks. Yeah, it looked cool.
I don't know about Josh Peck. I just, I'm like, yeah, maybe you were just good as Vines and Instagram, social media. But
oh my God. Okay.
that's just me personally.
Yeah,
That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
all
cast
good.
him in something, but I know good actors that aren't known.
Yeah, true. That's true. There are a lot out there.
Let's move on to our light news.
We got our light news now.
We got our light news.
We can do what you want to do. 2 back and forth. We got a lot here.
Can I go first?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So start us off.
You like talking about iCarly? Is that why?
I love talking about iCarly.
I saw it.
I went to Miami and I watched 2 episodes of iCarly with my friend. 3 episodes of iCarly.
Oh, okay.
And we loved it. We were just like, this is perfect. Like,
yeah.
There was some weirdness about it that I think was very nostalgic. And everybody kind of came back with a purpose. Like, I didn't feel like anybody... Like, even the new characters, the new additions, they felt like they added something meaningful. They actually made the story more engaging and interesting. And I wasn't upset about it. Like, I wasn't upset with the people who weren't there, and I was happy with the people who were there. Yeah. And I think the revival came back strong. And I don't know if you want to chime in for a quick sec or...
I saw the first couple of episodes, and I thought it was a little more mature. I thought it was going to be like way more mature, but it was just... kind of barely a little bit, but yeah, I feel like you're right. The weirdness of it makes you feel like, oh, I'm watching Nickelodeon right now, but I'm not. It's weird. I feel like I'm a kid again. But yeah, the vibes were right. I think it was.
You said the vibe.
Yeah, it was good to see these actors again. I feel like it's weird seeing them all old. They all look the same, even though they've aged like 10, 20 years. But it's just weird to see how we all grow up. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I haven't seen the rest of it, but I did see the first opening 3 or the 2 that they posted. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I recommend it.
I love the gags that were just coming back from the past. Like, everything's on fire. Yeah. The way she would introduce herself on the show, like just some of the bits they do. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah. Now that's a fun concept that they brought back that a lot of people were doubting. I would join that crowd. If maybe it was just me, I don't care. But this next thing was very shocking to me this week. Okay. Because honestly, when I saw this, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck this is. Okay. It says Julia Butters has been cast in a role inspired by Steven Spielberg's younger sister in Steven Spielberg's untitled film inspired by Steven Spielberg's childhood. Yeah. So I'm going, so she was casted as his sister in a movie about his life.
Yeah.
And I'm going,
his young life.
I'm like, oh my God. And he's the one making it. Like, he's behind it all. I'm like, why don't you let other people make a movie about you?
He wants to I want to relive my childhood. I want to do it again. And I'm there for it. I'd watch it. This actress, Julia Butters, she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I don't know if you saw that one. She was the little girl in that movie. Oh, she was a standout for me in that one. She's just a little kid, though.
Yeah, I'm blanking on who you're talking about because that movie is very long.
Yeah.
Like,
she's the one
that
the
little girl in that one. I'm like,
she went up to Leo and she was like, "That was the best acting I've ever seen in my whole life."
Okay.
Like,
yeah. I know who you're talking about.
yeah, she was great.
The one that is on set with him, the other actress. Yeah. I got you. Okay, that was kind of cool.
We got new Shang-Chi trailer. We talked about this earlier, showing off characters like the Abomination and apparently even Wong. So you guys need to check out this new trailer. It shows off more of the power of the 10 rings. We talked about it on TikTok. If you guys want to check that out, there's a breakdown on our TikTok. But awesome trailer. It sold a lot more people because people were like, "Oh, I need to see more powers of the rings. I need to see what do they do." And now people know what they do. So I was happy about that. And then, you added this one. This is interesting. I looked up this Blackula, which is a blaxploitation film back from a long time ago. I learned about this in class. This is a reboot. Is in the works from MGM, Braun, and Hidden Empire Film Group. Now, this is exclusive from that. Blackula is a blaxploitation film about Dracula. But it's from some iconic actors. We got the reboot. The reboot picks up where the original saga left off after the 73 sequel, Scream, Blackula, Scream, and will be set in a metropolitan city post-coronavirus pandemic. So they're saying, here's a little summary. Blackula is an ancient African prince who is cursed by Dracula after he fails to agree to end the slave trade. Blackula is entombed and awakens 200 years later, ready to avenge the death of his ancestors and of those responsible for robbing his people of their work, culture, and heritage as they appropriated it for profit. Interesting. I don't know. That's an interesting summary right there.
That is definitely something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be a fun comedy.
Yeah, sounds interesting. I wonder who they're gonna get to play. I don't know if they bring back the original actor, or I don't know if they passed, or I'll have to check it out. Yeah.
But you know, I love it when they bring back the original actor, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think most of the time it works. Like Jamie Lee Curtis, she's coming back again.
Yes.
For Michael Myers. Halloween Kills. What is this? A sequel?
This is a sequel to the reboot that happened. Well, not reboot. It's a sequel to the sequel, but they're starting a new trilogy: Halloween Kills, and Halloween Forever, or something probably. And it's a final trilogy with the original cast, original canon story.
Is it the same Michael Myers?
It's the same Michael. Yeah, apparently it's the same Michael that messed with her back in the 70s. And so it's like she's back. You know, he's back.
Crazy.
Yeah,
same Michael.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sigh of relief because that actually sounds exciting. You know, that's a horror movie that I will watch. I haven't seen the first one, but now that you've told me all these little details about it, I'm like, I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a chance. Right now, I'm not really watching too many horror things. I actually watch these little clips. They had a contest. These people on YouTube had a contest, and basically it was like this animation that you could create. You could do whatever you wanted. And basically, it was just a character walking across a plane as it moved for like 10 seconds, and it's just, you're just capturing this. And it can be anything you wanted. So people were like, oh, it's a person, they're pulling a boat, or it's someone guiding a horse that is carrying a carriage, or there's a goat that is carrying equipment, or, there's a sandstorm and he's carrying, some kryptonite,
Yeah.
And then it was like robots that were just like all walking together. But it was just one of those things where it was like someone had an idea where it was just, this is a basic concept, go create. And I wanted to share some of them on our TikTok, but I really want to just showcase it because it was one of the coolest things. And they picked out the 100 of the best ones because they had like 2,000 people send stuff in, but they had like 100 of the best ones, and it's like an 8-minute clip, but it's so good. And then they said that they're going to release the full 2,000 in a 3-hour clip sometime. Wow. I think that's already released at this point. But it was one of those things where I was like, wow,
that's crazy.
This is amazing. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I love. I got another rumor here for us.
Okay.
It's got Ryan Reynolds all over it. Apparently, Ryan Reynolds is saying he wants to be Ghost Rider. He said, why don't you guys just kill 2 birds with 1 stone and let me be Ghost Rider for a bit? And then I just transform into him. And then I transform right back into Deadpool.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm going, let's just make another Deadpool movie first, and then let's see what happens.
Yeah. That's so random. But Ryan Reynolds always joking around like that. Let me do this. I'll be Wolverine. I don't care. He'd probably say something like that too.
Yeah, right.
I can replace you. Okay, here we go. So, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 wraps production. That's coming soon. We'll probably get a trailer. We get Tails. And Dune has another delay. Well, actually not delay. Sorry. This is a shifting earlier to October 22nd, 2021. I believe that's earlier. It says back, but I don't remember. I thought the original date was November. That's why I feel like it's earlier, but it will still premiere simultaneously in theaters and on HBO Max.
Fuck yeah. I'm not going to watch that movie in theaters if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying, let me watch it once at home. And if I fall in love, if I absolutely love that, I'm going to go, you know what? I'm using my AMC pass to go watch it for free. And that's all. That's the best I can do. Did you watch In the Heights yet? In the Heights?
I have, yeah. It was all right. I mean, it was just
wasn't as
long
good as Hamilton. Wasn't as good as Hamilton.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm just not a musical guy. It's not my cup of tea.
There's a lot of people out there who loved it. I personally enjoyed a lot of the songs, and not to shift over, but I just wanted to say that Knuckles is going to be the one that's going to be showcased in Sonic
did I say Tails?
2. You said Tails.
Okay.
West Side Story's Rachel Ziegler will star as Snow White in Disney's upcoming live-action adaptation. What? You know her, right? You know her from West Side Story? You follow her on
Tails
Twitter?
is in it.
No, of course he's in it, but I'm saying Knuckles wasn't in the first one.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to be like the one that they reveal for the first time.
Oh, the big... Oh, I got you. Okay. His big old head. Yeah.
Vin Diesel. Yeah, you saw the set photos. They have him like a giant ass puppet. Yeah. Vin Diesel has known for years what's at the end of the road for Fast and the Furious saga. He and director Justin Lin are working toward one final scene that he's always imagined the finale of the finale would be. Wow, that's exciting. Bro. I'm like, what is that image? What does he believe? Is it him in space looking at the Earth? Table. You know, or is it them at the table? Is Coronas. It them, you know, getting in a car ride, driving off together?
Or, doing a race, another race with the
one final race, white. Basically saying like we're always racing, we're always on the go, or is it just like
family?
Is it just him with family, like at a barbecue? You know,
I feel like it should be. You know, they were saying that they were gonna bring back Brian for the 9th. Like the family's on board, the brothers are on board to bring him back again, to bring back Brian. You know, Paul Walker's character. Wow. Finale. Yeah, they said that would be a huge thing, and they can just the brothers like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, just screen cap me.
Wow.
Everyone's for it. Like, I think that'd be exciting. Like the crazy because he's still alive. I saw the last one. They still talk about him. They still mention Brian. They're like, Brian's taking care of the kids, and I'm like, yeah. It's kind of funny because I'm like, I know, like, we know what happens. We know why he's not in the movies, but it's just like you expect me to believe the racer is taking care of everyone's babies. Everyone's babies are with Brian. It's funny.
This like hardened, tough ass dude. He's just suddenly a babysitter. Yeah, it doesn't.
It's so nice. Yeah, it's funny. Okay, Supernatural is getting a prequel. The Winchesters. Haven't seen this show, but I know it's very popular. It's in the works for the CW from Jensen and Daniel Ackles. Oh, Daniel Ackles. I think I spelled that wrong, or I think I pronounced it wrong. Anyways, Jensen will narrate the series as Dean, recounting how his parents John and Mary met and made a family tradition of saving the world.
Okay,
that's pretty cool.
Okay,
yeah, interesting. Okay. You guys get more content for that. And now Tom Welling says he and Michael Rosenbaum are working on a Smallville animated series, and they're trying to bring back all the original cast members as possible to voice the characters. Interesting. Smallville. I mean, the hype is coming back. We got some of the Supermans. We got all kinds of multiversal DC.
Everybody needs money. Everybody spent their money.
Yeah.
They're like, I spent on my 90s money. I spent on my 80s money. On my 2000s money. It's all gone.
Yeah.
I need to do more. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez are a neighborhood trio of true crime sleuths in Only Murders in the Building. Comes out on Hulu August 31st. Now, here's an interesting thing. Selena Gomez is very low-key, isn't she? She just suddenly comes out with one project. She's cooking. She's a little bit goofy. She's a little bit clumsy. She's kind of just fun. And then she's like, I want to act more. So suddenly I want to do a show with a couple legends. Steve Martin, Martin Short. These are legends. Like, I'm just like,
huge.
These people don't just do any project. So I'm excited to see what they do with her and how that turns out. And the next one is one of my favorite shows on Netflix. Absolutely adore this show. Just the casting is fantastic. Sex Education Season 3 finally gets a release date of September 17th. Finally, after what?
I'm so excited.
It's felt like an eternity. Yeah. But we love that show, and we will scoop it up in one day. We will all scoop it up in one day. That's the best part about it. It's like
you just watch the whole thing, and you're like, yes.
And then suddenly you just like, maybe I talk about it with one person, or maybe, I talk about it on the podcast. But it's just like, when beautiful television can be experienced, it is something that is worth sharing, man. It is. Yeah. I want to talk to people. I remember the first time I watched Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, the first season.
Oh yeah.
I would go to some Hollywood parties here in town, and I would just talk to people about it. I was like, "Have you guys seen Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?" And this was before Amazon had anything good. This was really like that one thing that was like, "Oh, this is good. This is actually pretty good." People would like go. They would be like, "Oh, Amazon, what really?" And this was before all these other streaming
big stuff.
Was like, I want to say this was like 2 years ago. HBO Max wasn't real. Disney Plus wasn't real. It was just Amazon Prime, Hulu. They had HBO, but it wasn't nothing crazy. Netflix was obviously there, but
you're right.
It was just, I think, of the 5 of them. Like, it was just small. Now there's like 10, 15 streaming services, and everybody's next move is just become a streaming service. All right, you have enough content now. Become a streaming service. All your videos are just going to be there. Every video you've ever made, anything you've ever said on the web, just put it here. It's streaming service. Just people can go look at it. Yeah. People can go make money off of it. People can use it for their own creation. That's how it goes. I mean, it's interesting. I fucking love the internet. That's all I'm saying. Okay. The fact that we're allowed to just like chime in, talk about these things that are happening in the world. Like, for example, I don't know if you guys play Fortnite. I talk about this game a lot.
This is huge.
Sometimes I get on Checkpoint and I'm like, guys, Fortnite is still going. It's still strong. Thanos was added to the game. Thanos was added to the freaking game. and I bought them because I was like,
oh, nice.
I gotta grab it.
Mm-hmm. And also,
it's so fun to play with him.
I don't know if you saw the trailer. This was earlier today. Loki was added. Just earlier today. I don't know if you saw it. They have a trailer out. Yeah, his Loki skin.
Oh my goodness! I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's his original.
I haven't seen it in the game.
I'll send you the trailer. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Jon Favreau is once again rumored to replace Kathleen Kennedy as head of Lucasfilm. I think we're going to be hearing rumors about who's going to run this company for the next 5 years. Forever. It's going to happen forever.
And then Kathleen's just going to book it out one night in a back alley rumble.
Yeah. And then there's just a fight club to see who runs Lucasfilm. George Lucas comes in and he's like, you will not run the company anymore. And then it's like, yes. Anyways, here we go. The first episodes of the Gossip Girl reboot will release on the CW on July 9th, one day after its debut on HBO Max. Wow, Gossip Girl's coming back. Ooh. Huge. We talked about that. I think we mentioned that.
Ooh. Cool. I want to say something. I actually stopped my HBO Max subscription this week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny you say. I think I ended mine too.
I was just like, I need some time apart. I got too many other ones. Paramount Plus seems to have my interest right now.
Oh, okay.
And then I obviously have Hulu. I never lose Hulu. Crime Scene Kitchen, bro, is one of the coolest shows I've ever watched. It's literally these chefs that have to go show up to like a crime scene, but it's like there's a bunch of pastry ingredients all over the place, and you have to figure out like what was made here, and then you have to go and duplicate it. So you have to guess, and then you have to duplicate it, and they give you like specific clues. So maybe you have to use some fondant to create like a certain piece. And it's like, oh, now we need a gingerbread house on top of this cake. And some people are thinking, oh, they want gingerbread to cover the whole cake, and so they do it wrong. And some people don't even get. They're like, oh no, they were talking about strawberry cake. That's what they wanted. So people are just like making all sorts of stuff.
That's crazy.
It's
forensics. That's a good concept.
Super good.
Cool
and it's cool.
See the billboards.
Right, because sometimes it's cool because they'll have like some coconut closed with like condensed milk right next to it. It hasn't even been open. It's like completely sealed. And someone will make like coconut cream pie. And then like the judges will be like, if you would have noticed that these things haven't been opened, that means they haven't been used in the kitchen. And it's like this person was just like, oh, an ingredient. And then we're just like,
I get you. Cool.
It was just cool. And it's just a good show. That's not my recommendation for the week. It's a great show, but I have a different show I want to recommend to you, and I'll get to that. But I just wanted to chime in there, tell you guys about that.
I feel like we might have the same one. I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it. Unless by fate we do, but I doubt it. Because this is something I watched in Miami with my friend, and she was like, "You're gonna watch this with me." She didn't want me to be on my phone. She wanted me to be like laser focused into every little detail word. So I'm excited to talk about it because honestly, it took about 2 episodes to really get into it, but once I got into it, I was like, "This is a good show." Borderlands. We saw in the PlayStation State of Play, or was it E3? We saw a little Borderlands.
Yeah.
Apparently they're done filming that movie. You know, they gave us a little sneak peek into the characters and the costumes. What an interesting scoop we got there from the executives over at that company. You know, what was it? Revolver? Or no, it wasn't
Devolver Digital.
Devolver.
Yeah, they were interesting.
WandaVision's creator. Apparently she made a good deal with Disney. She's gonna have a long contract, and she's saying that WandaVision was the first time she had ever experienced, a weekly drop of a show, like meaning, hey, this week episode 1, next week episode 2, next week episode 3, and so on. And it's basically you follow that model instead of like the Netflix, you release it all at once. You benefit either way, but she said that doing this allowed her to be more creative with her storytelling, to be more exciting with what she told and what she held back until later episodes. Even saying, WandaVision was my first experience with a weekly drop where you have the opportunity to shock and surprise everybody and have them lean in and be excited to tune in next week. And it's my hope to provide more of that. So she's going to be there at Disney.
Nice.
Coming up with more stuff like that. I think that's going to be really exciting. And speaking of exciting things, of a franchise we haven't heard about in a really long time, I think since that Harry Potter TV show, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, will be reimagined as a single show for November 16th, 2021 premiere on Broadway. So this isn't even a movie, this is a TV show. Broadway is back.
My birthday.
That happened this week. Broadway came back.
Oh, yeah?
Big thing about it. So Broadway is coming back November 16th. Who's going to be there? I bet you if you just show up that day and you just walk around the theater, tons of Harry Potter nerds. everywhere. Like just
I
people
was
dressed.
I was gonna say actors and a lot of people to see it. You know, a lot of.
I don't know. Maybe Daniel Radcliffe is there.
Yeah, makes an appearance.
Maybe we just go to New York.
Yeah,
November 16th.
Cool. That's my birthday.
November 16th?
Yeah.
That on the day?
Yeah, on the day. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
See everybody.
There you go. Damn. Okay, cameras start rolling on Knives Out 2 today. Today. Nice. Right now. The moment you hear this, they are already rolling. If you're watching this 5 years from now, go watch Knives Out 4. Go watch Knives Out 4. Daniel, what's his name? Daniel Craig is no longer in the movie because he died in the third one. Spoiler alert.
Man, got
Spoiler alert.
What you call that? Oh my God, we'll come back to this in about 30
okay, so apparently they're in Greece. They're shooting in Greece, right?
Yeah, there were some photos came out. There were some photos with him in his costume. People were already like, "Oh, it looks good."
Anything Daniel Craig, but I just want the new James Bond. I said it in a couple episodes ago. I just want James Bond.
Idris Elba? No.
Everything. Just want it all.
Yeah.
Just give me everything. Okay. Emma Stone is apparently going to be cast as Batgirl. This is a little bit of a tease, a little rumor. Someone made some artwork. It got to a Warner Brothers execs table. The Warner Brothers execs said, apparently, this could be on the table now. And,
really? Wow.
I think that's exciting. I don't know if Emma Stone will do it. She's kind of a wild little girl that she just kind of jumps around from project to project. She likes working with superstars. And Robert Pattinson is becoming the biggest thing in Hollywood right now. So I think she might jump in just to tease. Wait a second. Oh, I was thinking for a second. I was like, wait a second. Didn't they date? But that was Andrew Garfield. I was like, things might get a little dramatic. But what if she starts dating? Dude, if she starts dating Robert Pattinson,
she's married.
Let me dream, bro. Let me dream.
Yeah,
let's say she didn't have.
She
didn't have any of that. She's single. She could have the biggest things in Hollywood, bro. She could already do it. She's Emma Stone. She could do anything she wants.
But she got married to a writer from SNL. Isn't that crazy? She met him on SNL.
Dude, these SNL writers, they just be scooping up these beautiful women on Hollywood Boulevard.
I'm just like,
yo, good for you. Good for you. So that's just got to be your goal. You just got to be ready to jump on SNL. And then suddenly you meet a beautiful woman backstage at an SNL party. And then you're just like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm a writer for this show. They're like, you're a writer.
That's true, man.
I'm an actress. Oh, I know. I know plenty about you.
Yeah, you can have a really popular relationship where everyone knows about it, or you can keep it low key, kind of like Henry Cavill, Geralt from The Witcher. He keeps his relationship real low key. So there's a sneak peek of WitcherCons coming for The Witcher season 2 is happening on Netflix. There's a whole con coming, and they're showing off more content for The Witcher series. No game stuff, but they said there's gonna be news, panels, surprises. No new game though, but it's whatever. We get Geralt. We might get an appearance of Henry Cavill. That's happening soon. And then we also have another big star, Chris Pratt, says Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to begin filming November 2nd, hopefully. So that's coming soon. They're pumping through. Based on the Marvel slate that they recently released, looks like they're about done with all of Phase 4. I mean, they just need Fantastic Four. We have no announcements on that. But they're really pumping through every single Marvel film for the next 3 years. It's crazy.
I mean, they had to. At this point, it was like you gotta keep the fans interested. You can't give us a break. If you give us some form of break, I'm going and jumping on a different franchise. You know. But honestly, we live in a world where we can enjoy it all. We aren't limited to just I can only watch this one thing. Like I made that example earlier, where you're stuck just watching that one thing over and over again. We don't have to deal with that, right? That's the beauty of our reality. That's the best part about it. The best part about our reality is I can have 3 recommendations on this show because I created the show with Ryder. My second recommendation before I get to that final one I teased earlier. Okay. Rick and Morty, guys, is back, and it's fantastic. Episode 1 is absolutely one of the greatest, I think, returns of a show ever because it absolutely takes it to that level where you're just like, okay, this B story that I thought was supposed to just be like a one-off little moment turns into
Narnia,
a whole fucking cinema experience where you're just like drawn in, like, oh my God, Father, I never believed. And then the other thing that is like they have this creature that just ends up becoming like their essence of like their devil, and then he's even like, oh my God, God is real. I was wrong. Everything was a lie. And I'm just like, I love that you take it that deep, and that's what I love about that show because Rick and Morty always knows how to just take it that step too far. Where they even have like an episode where Jesus shows his abs and everybody bows down to him just because because he has an extra level of abs from everybody else in the universe. And I'm this is what I love. That's why I love that show. But episode 1 is absolutely the best with the whole Aquaman like villain, and you shouldn't be in the ocean. It's great. Episode 2 though, it dropped and it was a brain fuck, bro. It was a brain fuck. Like Decoy City, that's all I'm gonna say. If you've never watched the episode, I don't want to ruin it for you. But Decoy City, there is just an endless amount of squids and decoys and murder and just craziness.
He's dropped on HBO Max, right?
No, dude. I had to watch this thing on the internet. I just had to go find it because I think I had it on Adult Swim because my brother's got Adult Swim. But I was literally like on my phone, like, where am I gonna watch this? How am I gonna watch this?
I want to see it. That sounds
good,
dude. Yeah, I know. Good. I got to get to it.
And like I feel like the show should be just one of those things where it's like they never stop pumping them out. Like hire more people so that this can just be an always thing. Like every week. You know, once when I was a child,
Family Guy.
If you ever watch Mystery Incorporated, the Scooby-Doo show, Mystery Incorporated on Cartoon Network, when I was a kid, there was about 2 week span where they literally did a new episode every day, bro. Every day. Imagine that for 2 weeks. Insane. You were just sitting in front of the TV the next day and it was like, boom, next story, boom, next story, boom. And it was the best way to experience it because suddenly you were just like, oh my God, I'm in love with this character. I'm in love with this story. And it was just, that's what I loved about watching it when you watch it on a second rewatch. But when you watch it for the first time, experiencing it that way, it's special. Exactly. It's special. So I can't
100% agree.
I can't talk about it, but that was my third recommendation, Mystery Incorporated. Fourth recommendation before we tackle off out here. SpaceX, we explode out of here like a rocket ship and riders on top of it riding it going, hey guys, this is my recommendation. And then it closes out the show. My fourth recommendation today, guys, is Shadow and Bone on Netflix. If you have not seen Shadow and Bone, I would say check it out. Put it on top of your slate. It takes about an episode or two to really dig into the seriousness of what's at stake here. But then once the two stories that they show you kind of intertwine, because they kind of are setting up two stories at the same time. Once they intertwine, dude, it just takes it to that next level to where you're just like, oh, man, love triangle. Oh, man, betrayal. Oh, wow, secret magic. All this stuff that you're just like, I want to know more. There's hidden hands, and there's just people who are ready to deceive and doppelgang and change their appearance just to deceit. Yeah. So it becomes very interesting. Cool. It becomes a very, very interesting story. I would say, check it out. That is my real recommendation above all. But that is my fourth for this episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. Check it out. And, don't go into the fold. Just don't go into the fold. I just don't do it.
Wow, those are some great recommendations. And you got me hooked on Rick and Morty. You never cease to amaze me on that show. My recommendation is going to be anything from Daniel Day-Lewis. So I've been on a Daniel Day-Lewis grind, all right? I'm trying to get through all his movies. I saw There Will Be Blood. Phenomenal movie. Oh, my gosh. One of the best performances I've seen in my life. It blew me away. It was weird how it affected me. And then I got through Lincoln. From Steven Spielberg. That was a 2012 film. He played Abraham Lincoln. Oh my gosh, so just as heavy movies. These are, you can have a fun day or you can do a dramatic day. It's whatever you're feeling. But I definitely recommend, if you're especially a cinephile, go through it. Get to the Daniel Day-Lewis films. And then there's also some other ones of There Will Be Blood, and there's another one with Leonardo DiCaprio. I forgot the name of it. Oh, Gangs of New York.
Yeah, Gangs of New York is great.
That's a classic one.
It's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, so I've been watching through all those.
Phantom Thread. Did you watch Phantom Thread too?
I haven't seen that one yet. I heard that one's
what
great.
A long movie about a man who fixes shoes. He's a cobbler in real life. He actually does.
Real life? No way. I didn't
That's
know
his profession now. You know that he stopped acting to just be a full-time cobbler.
Oh, what? That's insane. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that. Wow.
He is method to the max. That's for sure.
That's true. He became a new person. He stopped it.
I think he's got the most Academy Awards. I think he's tied with what's her name? The girl who did. Man, she's like an older
Meryl
McDonald. What's her name? Emma McDonald or something like that.
From the recent movie, she just won, right?
Yeah, she just won an Academy Award for it. What's her name?
Oh my goodness, I don't know. Let's see, recent Academy Award.
Emma.
No, it was Frances McDormand.
Frances McDormand.
Right? She's tied for the most?
She's tied with Daniel Day-Lewis for 3 Oscars for acting.
Wow, that's
So-
insane. Okay.
I mean,
Wow,
that's pretty top notch, dude. That's pretty top notch.
Impressive.
Like,
100%. Okay, well,
that's it.
there you have it. We went
That's
through all
it.
the news. We went through our awesome recommendations. Luigi, you have anything you want to say?
I just wanted to say thank you guys so
Thank
much
you.
for tuning in with us this week. If you guys want to leave a review after you enjoyed this episode, please do. That always helps us out, and we have fun just chatting with you guys. Whoever is left, whoever had the goal to stay at the very end of this episode
Yeah.
and hear us talk
We
about this
appreciate
stuff.
you 100%.
Appreciate you, because honestly, we're just having fun, adding some lights to the top of the mix, adding some green, because we want to make some money this year. We're all trying to stack that bread, and we're all trying to have a great 2021. Let's make some money and praise God, and let's just go. Because 2021 is going to be our year. It's going to be
It's a great year. It's a great year.
Exactly. It's a great year, and we're all ready to, take it to that next level. And we all want you to be a part of it. So comment below. What are your dreams? What are your goals?
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah, I like
TVA
that.
eventually gonna get Loki in a loop around? I think they're working a step ahead. I think they're always working a step ahead. Owen Wilson apparently said he's not gonna do the famous wow. See, I can't stop with the news. Can't stop. Might as well just cut it.
Okay. Bye.